Hey, Pastor Dan here from Dexter Gospel Church with another Proverbs Practical. Appreciate you watching. Last time we saw that wisdom should permeate our heart and our soul. Knowledge should be a pleasure to us. When we reach that point, we get the following benefits. We're in Proverbs chapter 2, verse 11. Proverbs 2:11 says, "Discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee." So this verse follows up that previous verse, which spoke of us having wisdom in our hearts and knowledge loving in our souls. When we get to that point, we get these benefits. Do you want to hang around for a while without getting in any more trouble than you have to? Well, discretion will help you do that. Well, what is discretion? I suppose you could say it as knowing what not to say or do. But it's really thinking things through before you do them, I think. The meaning of the word is meditation, thought, or prudence. It's got the idea of a plot, a purpose, a plan. It's doing things on purpose because you thought about them ahead of time rather than just reacted to what was happening. Do you want an exciting life? Lacking discretion will definitely keep things interesting, but not in a way that's likely to preserve you. There's a reason why people who live without discretion often look older than their years, especially by middle age. They are not well preserved, as we would say. They're not likely to be living as long or accomplishing as much as they could have. The train makes it farther down the track if it doesn't go off the rails. You're a lot more likely to accomplish something meaningful if you think it through and make a plan before you start to do it, rather than just fluttering off and doing whatever strikes your fancy today. I had a friend in college who used to say whenever we had some question or idea, hey, should we do this, should we not do this, he'd say, well, there's only two ways to find out, but only one fun way. Well, the fun way wasn't so fun sometimes when you were dealing with the consequences of doing it. There are some exceptions to this idea that we should plan out and think through what we're doing ahead of time. Jesus, for instance, says that when we're accused in court for his sake or on account of our faith, we shouldn't plan out what we should say. Our planning also should never conflict with God's will as revealed in the Bible. No plan that we can conceive is better than the will of God. James talks about how we should submit our plans to the will of God. However, in general, wise people think things through, come up with a plan, and execute it. They lay out the rails and then they keep the train on the track, and that tends toward their preservation. And then we're told that with wisdom and knowledge in us and delighted in by us, will be kept by understanding. So grasping how things work, understanding, will also protect us. That's the idea of being kept, being protected or kept from harm. And that is really true. When you understand how electricity works, you're less likely to get electrocuted. When you know how driving on ice or wet roads work, you're less likely to get into an accident. But it's true in relationships and occupations and endeavors too. When you understand how relationships work, how people feel, how they behave, and so on, you make fewer mistakes and you fix the ones that you make better. You end up being kept by your understanding. Aside from God Himself, you and your decisions can do more to keep you safe than anyone else can. You can handle dangerous situations and problems because you understand how they work, and that understanding keeps you safer in those problems. But this isn't just a physical protection from things being done to us. This is also a spiritual protection that keeps us from doing the wrong things. We'll see that in our next video. I hope this video is a blessing to you. If so, give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more comments on the Scriptures. Until next time, I hope you stay well and have the protection of discretion and understanding.